Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament race between Mocco and Shatty. This is a 1-1 race between two very good runners. My name is Tracy, and with me today is Ice Blue. How you doing, Ice?
Doing great. How are you?
Fantastic. Looking forward to this matchup. And here we go. Oh, Shatty doing a strat I like. So close to the coast. Just gonna go ahead and check it, even though he can't actually get it. It's just a boomerang. We're not gonna need that.
Yeah, I love spawning so close to the coast there. Just so you can you're able to just check that coast item instantly
Yep.
and just be like, all right, I don't need to check that item.
Early any rows? We knock out the forgotten spot. That's nice. Oh, and near a couple Armos. So Mako is probably planning on doing the Grave Armos into the Death Armos, but hey, we go ahead and do some of these open caves and do some Eastern Armos instead.
Yeah, actually both players opting to check the any roads super early here.
And we got money, 135 for your large secret. Hopefully we find a candle shop before the door repairman get a hold of that. Hey, and asking you shall receive.
Early level 6 on Shatty's side.
That's not the level you want to see early. But
No.
one of the things I really like about the new version of the Heart Shuffle, where the hearts will be in every dungeon, but not necessarily on the floor, but it could be in the stair. So you're a little more likely to find a useful item just sitting there waiting for you in dungeons not 1 and 2.
Loving that strat that Mocco just did. Doing a HUD, like a HUD wrap.
Yep.
To avoid this very dangerous line, like blue Lionel screen.
That's yeah. I need to learn how to do that. I kind of have the idea how to do it. I just haven't really implemented it. But
yeah,
it's kind of the funny thing.
It's a very nice HUD wrap to do.
Like the nice thing about Z1 is that everything is that one frame clip. You know, like block clip, screen scrolls. You know, the HUD clip. They all have the kind of that same mechanic of just that little one frame tick on your D-pad.
A little bit of a route divergence already. Shatty opting to just continue to check all the any roads. Found level 6, dipped his toes in a little bit. Immediately walked into a pattern like Abe Simpson the level.
Yeah.
just walked in, whistled, walked out.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna go back to the original strat of Grave Armos into Death Armos, while Mako is gonna check these East Armos. These are pretty good any roads, and they're pretty easy to get to, so definitely gonna have some nice fast travel.
Yeah, we love to see really good any roads. Cheap bait too, 42.
Ooh, yep. 15 for our small secret. Mako walks right into a Lionel. That hurts.
That is such an unfortunate spawn.
See, so we got Lionels in the overworld. I haven't really paid attention to what our other major enemy is. If there is a second one. Sometimes 4 of them will spawn in the dungeons. I'm not going to save that 135 because you're going to lose some of it. And maybe you can, do a little retry if all you get is door repairs.
Oops, all door repairs. Daddy already finding 2 dungeons.
Nice.
Level 4 is one of those dungeons you do want to find.
Yep.
But also kind of do I dip in here?
Yeah, Mako's spending all his money. Bombs, arrows. Gonna buy a key as well? Nope, gonna buy a second pack of bombs. I like the bomb purchase. The arrow purchase, I don't like buying arrows before the Armos item because it feels like every time I do that, the Armos item is just the silvers. But it'll probably be fine. For Mako, it won't be the silvers. It'll be something else.
It'll be the bow. No.
Well, then he's set. Yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
that would be
awesome.
pretty good.
Shay just getting mid secrets, which 27, not what you like to see. So can't quite afford that candle yet. I think it was 70 something.
Yeah, something like that. Bombs are pretty cheap, I believe. Think what, 12 or 14?
Yeah, it was a teen number, so it's not that that super cool bomb price where you just buy them every time you see them if you only get one. But it's low enough that you're not worried about spending all your money on them. So. And level 9 at the Death Armos, and we have drumroll
7. Okay.
I like 7. 7 means, yeah.
I am a fan of 7. I am a fan of 7. It gives us the ability to see more dungeons.
Yeah.
And we love dungeons here.
Ooh, sword.
Ooh, wood sword right below Death Armos. That's it's a spicy spot.
Yeah, and like you say, we see more dungeons, so you know you're not doing the I've seen 5 dungeons. There's 3 dungeons I've never seen. I'm going into 9 looking for silvers, which I've done. It doesn't always work out. As occasionally it does, but it also still gives you a bit of a choice. You know, it's not you're not just you're not just having to do all 8 dungeons like in a normal in Seeds in the past.
Yeah, I feel like when you get like a 5 Triforce seed, it's like well, guess I'm just not going into 7, 8, and 6.
Yep, at least that's the hope. Those are I call them the scary seeds, right? You know, because
Yeah,
that's
and then suddenly,
when you get upsets. That's where you know if you're the better player, you don't want to see that 5 Triforce seed because that's when your opponent might just skip a bunch of things and just be able to get in quickly.
yeah,
Anytime we
those
go ahead.
pesky 5 Triforce seeds, all you get is I'm skipping all these dungeons, and then suddenly you have a floor bow, floor silvers, ladder, and deep in a 36 room 8.
Yep. All right, we still haven't actually found the Armos item. It's got to be. I think Mocco saw the Lost Hills one, so it's got to be that Forest Armos one that he died right before getting to it. We ran headlong into a Lionel, so you might see it soon on Shatty's side. Mocco is going to see level 9, which is good, and he's going to get his sword. Also good.
Yeah. Getting both of them getting the hint that 7 Triforce is required is like super early is very good. So that lets you set up your game plan here.
Yep. Yeah, not to give too many spoilers, but we did see a race earlier where the runners never actually found out the actual number. They just have to walk in. So it's always fun. Always fun and always scary. What if it was 5 and my opponent didn't do any of that stuff?
Love seeing those seeds that are like early bows, silvers, ladder, and you're just like, now what do I do? Do I frantically search for level 9, or
Yep.
do I grab Triforces? Like, oh
Yep.
no.
Shatty in this shooting gallery is gonna use his bombs in a couple spots.
There is a lot of Lionels on this over.
Oh my god.
I think I've
I
definitely
hate
seen at least like 100 of them. Oh, Shatty taking that death.
Yeah,
Oh.
Lionels and Gorilla, just like of all the enemies, I want them in the dungeons and I want them off the overworld. Just in dungeons, they're just so much easier to manipulate. Your half tiles are obvious to stay on that half tile, and you actually want to kill them in dungeons. Where you just on the overworld, you just kind of want to get past them without dying.
Darknuts, Lionel's Overworld, and then level 7. Oh, it's even worse.
Can we get a small dungeon, like a 1 or a 2 or even a 3? We saw 4. 4 is not terrible.
You know, oh, and the keys rolled up. I kind of like this
God.
play that Shatty's doing. I'm a big fan. Like when it's like a 7 Triforce required, I'm a big fan of like hyper diving level 7, like super early. Because you could potentially run into like 3 or 4 keys just like on the floor. But also, I've noticed with this flag set that this game loves slapping the ladder in level 7.
Okay.
I think I've also seen the silvers in 7 like on the floor.
Yes,
and like the last like 3 seeds.
There's a heart in the basement. Mocco finds level 6. He might go a little deeper than Shatty did, since Shatty came here without a sword. See, we got the Grizz in the dungeons, but they're in there with whiz robes. That's not cool.
Oh boy.
Somewhere there's a very easy Moblin dungeon, and somewhere there's a very easy dungeon with none of our, what I call the major enemies, which are mostly the ones that are 2-color. Yeah, both our runners having died near the Armos over on the east side. Just not going back there yet.
I don't blame them, actually. Like, there was at least 400, like, Lionels in that forest.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Like, just swords a-flying everywhere.
It's just weird. I'm used to see, like, newer runners won't rush those Armos items. These two are veteran runners, and you kind of expect them to do a little more priority on that. But yeah, if you keep dying trying to get there, and it's not quick. I mean, we have the any roads that get us close, but it's not quick. Oh, that's a Triforce. Yeah, leave the room. Yeah, leave the room. Now go back, grab the Triforce.
Leave the room. Make sure Patra's gone.
Good call, Mocco.
I've definitely seen it before with other runners that'll just like instantly grab it, go back in, walk in, and just walk directly into Patra, and they're just like, wait, what?
I mean, to be fair, sometimes that's a Y force, but sometimes, yeah, you're just not thinking. You see the Triforce, you just want to grab it. All right, Shatty's gonna get his Armos item, we hope. He can take 2 beams with 5 hearts now.
But not before the old man steals his last $2 in his bank account.
Yeah, he needs to get up to that northeast where he can get one of those large secrets and a candle right next to it.
All right, we're gonna get our check at the Armos item
What
here.
do we got?
It's the
Oh, that's such a nice item.
That's a juicy item.
I love the Any Key. I don't feel like the Any Key is really neat because it's such a great item for our runners, but it's not one of those, you know, a lot of top runners will say they don't want to see a Red Ring Armos item because it'll even out combat, or even like a good weapon situation, you know. The Any Key, I just don't feel like it gives extra advantage to anybody. It's just really nice to have. You don't have to buy keys.
Have you been listening to me talk when I race?
I haven't. Maybe I should.
Like, I legitimately say the same thing. Like, I don't want to see a red ring on the Armos item.
Yep.
Combat is my advantage.
I'm telling you, top runners, yeah. Like, a lot of top runners say that, and I definitely put you in that category, so yeah, that makes sense.
Shatty has enough for the white sword item if he finds it. Shatty, you already knew what that was. Why would you go check that again?
Muscle memory, I don't know. Mocco, meanwhile, is on beep strats. I don't know that he did that rap to see the item. Oh, nice fairy drop for Mocco.
Did he grab? No, he does have the Aniki. I wasn't looking at the next to the keys.
Alright, Shy's gonna get into this northwest corner, which will get him, should get him the money to buy a candle in a candle shop right nearby, so... Mocco,
I think the candle shop is like right by it.
Yeah, I want to say the gambling hall was the money, and then right above it, in the Vanilla 100 Secret, is the candle shop. He just needs to survive these Lionels.
Okay, there's only 35 of them on the next screen.
Yeah, doing the screen scroll to avoid him, very smart. And oh, hey, small level.
Ooh, level 3 is a nice find.
Definitely gonna buy that candle. And a map.
Oh, what is that? What on earth is that?
It is a segmented dungeon, and
wait, that kind of looks like Sonic.
You know what? It kind of does.
It kind of looks like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, well, guess what? We can't do anything.
Never mind. We're not doing it.
We're not going into 3. No recorder. Dig Duggar says, nope, come back later. That's too bad. It was a small dungeon. Somewhere, Caffey's laughing at me because I seem to always run into segmented 3s when I'm watching, playing. It doesn't matter.
Right now,
Jess is happy.
Yeah. Oh, Jess is absolutely happy. It's recorder locked. Oh, she is celebrating. Oh, this is a screen right here. To clip into this forest tile, so you can burn this bush, and you have Lionels and blue tar.
Yep. You know, sometimes I'll just go do it from the other side. You can clip into it from the other side. It works just fine. But yeah, that also means going all the way around. So, and he just steals your money anyway. Go through all that work. Ooh,
Oh,
Shatty
no,
taking a
Shatty.
death. That is like. I mean, thankfully it's not our wood sword today. That is, I always call that my least favorite wood sword spot because you
Oh,
die up
it's the
there.
worst.
If you die up there, you're never getting back there. Your last location, that wood sword for sure.
I always say if I ever die on a screen, I'm like, if I don't have wood sword, I was like, okay, there's wood sword. Or if I die on it and I have wood sword, I'm like, there's a dungeon there.
Yep. So true. Shatty's checking out the Deadwoods.
Finds
Okay,
his
now, yeah,
very
now
free bomb
100%.
shop.
100% buy those arrows now. You've seen the Armos item. You don't have to worry about picking up silvers. I don't in general feel bad if I buy wood arrows and then find the silvers shortly thereafter. But when I know there's that free item just sitting there waiting for me, and I buy the arrows and I find the silvers, I feel bad.
Look, as long as you don't pick up the silvers first and then buy the wooden arrow. I've never done that either.
Never, ever have done that. No, I'm kidding. I've done that more times than I care to admit.
It's definitely one of those, like, I was like, wait a minute. As I'm like holding it up and I'm like my money is just going down, I'm like, wait a minute, I have silvers. Kinda got like a high five from our players here.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice little candle row action.
Gotta find out what our white sword item is here.
Oh god, it'd be nice to find that out soon. That's one of the scariest things in this game. It doesn't have to even be this flag set. It's going into 9 without silvers and not knowing your white sword item.
Finding out your white sword item is behind a raft block.
Yep. Right, Shatty clearing out these start areas spots that I think Mocco's already done because he's had the candle longer.
Yep. Kind of liking the north and south divergence here. Shatty's immediately going north though.
Yeah, I think he covered all the start spot earlier. Mocco's gonna take the areas. Where are we going? Up, back to the northeast. Yeah, there's a couple bomb spots here that he had to leave because he came here early.
What a good screen here. The Lionels are like, yeah? You want to bomb this? Come see.
They don't even go down to a bomb. Although, to be fair, they are normally, 6 HP, I think?
Either 6 or 5. I want to say it's 6.
Looks like Shatty's gonna do some East Death Mountain action.
Having to wait out those red dark nuts there.
Oh, nice fairy.
Oh no.
I hope he was looking for the fairy and not a bomb drop. Don't know if he was on account though, if he was counting at that point, so.
Found the expensive meat price. 99 versus 42 for the cheaper bait.
Pretty different.
Yeah.
I always hate when you get 80 rupee meat, because then you can't tell if it's the expensive meat or the cheap meat. It's the one number where they correspond. It's not like keys where there's like 20 rupees worth of who knows, you know?
Alright. Mocco has enough health here. We're gonna get to see what a vanilla white sword is. This is the screen that Shatty died on. I can definitely see why Shatty died.
Yeah. You gotta take this a little. You might take this a little slow. Maybe kill a couple of these Lionels, which might net you a bomb drop anyway.
You know, I really like presentation slides.
Lag is your friend here. It's gonna save the screen. Probably maybe kill another 2. Yeah, kill this one. Has the candle out to boost if necessary. This is where red candle is really nice if you have it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we got another
Not
high
gonna be
five
able
on
to
the screen
no
here.
Shatty up here too.
Shatty up here with beams, though. Coming back with a
That does help.
vengeance.
As I like to say, at least the Lionels will do you the favor of not shooting at you if you're like just hammering on them. Unlike the Gorilla, who don't care. They'll just throw that boomerang at you. Oh,
It was a large secret.
It was a large secret. That's our last large secret. So that's all your money, boys. I mean, there's still small secrets and mid secrets, but those, you know, it's like 15 and 20 something. Yeah. Chat suggesting blue ring time. I mean, they've bought most of the things they need. The problem with the blue ring is you're not getting another large secret, so you know. Most of the dungeons are. You have the Gorilla Wizard dungeon set, and that one's gonna be bad. But you also have some pretty easy dungeon sets coming up, so we'll see. We'll see. Either one of them buys one.
I think at these two runners here, I don't see either one of them buying a blue ring.
Shatty picks one up.
That's it, Shatty. That's it, Shatty. We're no longer. This is all about Mocco now.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't. I mean, like, you know, they've got the money for it, but you know, if this is a situation where Mocco might be able to get a bomb upgrade or something. Both these runners are perfectly capable of playing without it. But it's early enough that he should get some value from it. Mocco is gonna, he looks like he may do this level 7. But yeah, we'll see if Mocco at some point decides to do the same thing, or if he's able to get a bomb upgrade. Of course, he doesn't quite have the funds for it right now. He'd have to get a little more money.
Mocco also finding out that the case rolled up.
Yeah, not fun.
Plus 2 keys. Oh, chef's kiss. That is the Fury SK special right there. Oh, and then a rolled down.
Oh, the Gorillas are. I mean, it's still a Wizard dungeon, but the 1 HP Gorilla are really nice. And you know, if you really need some bombs in a pinch, having a 1 HP Gorilla or blue Moblins are another good one. One couple rooms into a dungeon and a recorder. Yeah, Wizard beams are not good. But yeah, that's a good place to get bombs if you can get back there easily enough. Mocco bought bait at some point, so if the bait block comes into play.
That's what we love to see. Bait locked Zelda room. Raft silver something. We need some cooking going on here.
Alright, Mocco gets the container heart that Shatty's already seen. And is he leaving? He's leaving. He says, you know what? I don't feel like dealing with Gorilla and, more importantly, Wizrobes yet. I don't blame him.
Oh, you remember this screen? This is the screen where you walk in and get mugged.
Yeah, you work so hard to open that door, and the guy says, nope, I'm just gonna take your money.
Those are some pricey hints.
Yeah, but you know, if we get the book, there's another situation where Mocco's gonna have the money for that pretty easily, and Shatty might not. Now, book might just be hanging out in level 9, and we'll just never see the hints because we won't need them.
Shatty finding level 3, about to find out that
about to be really sad.
About to find out that he needs that recorder.
I mean, at least the level gave us a map super quick, so that we don't have to, you know, bomb a bunch of walls to find this out.
Three, 2, 1, and disappointed.
And we're out of level 3. And Shatty's, you know what? I don't have anything else to do here. I'm gonna leave. Mocco goes into level 4. The other small dungeon we found. No 1 or 2 yet.
Mocco in level 4. Shatty explored this dungeon earlier without a sword.
Yeah.
So Mocco being in here with the any key and the sword, we might actually. Oh my god, the Tektites rolled up.
Of course they did.
We might see some more exploration. And the ropes rolled up. I would like to point out, we know who rolled this seed. This is you know, she's hanging out in chat.
Hanging out is someone hanging out on a boat somewhere?
She's hanging out in chat right now.
I keep telling her she should be doing cruise things instead of, you know, doing Z1R administrative things, but you know.
She was doing cruise things, but she was raft locked.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we have our item staircase potentially. It is the power bracelet. Okay.
I mean, we're missing 2 dungeons. At least 2. I don't think we've seen 5 yet. We're missing some dungeons.
1, 2, 5, 8, 9. Oh no, we've seen 9.
We've seen 9.
1, 2, 5, and 8, I believe.
So yeah, that power bracelet could be important. It also could be a waste of time, because that's how those overworld blocking items work.
Here I'm hoping for, because I want to see more Zelda, I'm hoping for a raft lock.
Well, it looks like we have a ladder block in this floor. Having not seen the map, can't say for certain, but that Gleeok was on a river, and you know, we've got the item, so we're not getting the ladder in here. Mocco's gonna hope the Triforce is somewhere in here below that.
Ooh,
that
Shatty found level 2.
Ooh.
That one was on East Death Mountain, I want to say.
Well, he's definitely in the Death Mountain area. Well, Shatty, at least making... It's a shame, like, he survived longer than he would have because of that blue ring, but never did get the clip off. If he can get this clip off, then he should just be able to stand on the block and...
He's
dangerous. To be fair...
Not letting him clip.
To be fair, clipping is 1,000 times harder when under pressure like this than, you know, just your basic, you know, clip into the diamond staircase with an easy enemy group.
That's an interesting shape for level 2 or level 4.
Yeah, now we know why 3 is segmented. Is because level 4 is taking up 4 spots in the bottom. You know, with the non-randomized start, we only have so many places we can put the start spot. There's level 2. That is a map. Yeah, you're not surviving this. That is the classic left mola shutter door. Good luck.
We love left molas. Oh.
And a ladder block. Oh my god.
Blocked. Oh,
you hate to see it.
Gotta wonder what's going on in both of our runners' heads right now. 28 minutes in, and they have a blue candle and any key.
Yep.
And Mocco has the power bracelet.
Looks like Shatty's gonna... Oh, no, we're in Death Mountain. You might go to that 4 soon, but... it's beginning to look like we might need to actually do some digging in that level 6 or in that level 7. Preferably in the... Well, I don't know. What's the enemy set in the 6? We've seen it yet. It might be that Wizard set as well, so it might just be bad no matter what. Mocco's gonna find this level 2. He's gonna have less chance against this land mole because no ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice clip. And what's really sad about this room is you only need to kill the land mole because of the shutter door. This room won't drop in 2. It only drops in 1. So you're just gonna get the shutter door.
Shatty fishing for some bombs here. It looks like he's building up a count.
I wonder if... And Mocco got a bomb off of the first land mole there. And unclear whether that was on purpose or not. But, you know, we like to call those things on purpose. So we'll say good force.
Mags on West Death Mountain is not something you want to see. No. That is just...
I mean, if we could get a Triforce out of one of these Death Mountain dungeons, it wouldn't be so bad. Because we're gonna have to get... Well, we don't necessarily have to get the recorder. We could skip level 3, but, like, I'd rather skip one of the other dungeons. And the bad news for Mocco, that the Chevy room is going to block him from further progress, and that's going to be all she wrote for level 2 for Mocco.
Very stressful, but very good bomb force from Shatty there. He Oh, the bow is the light sword item.
Nice.
Ooh, okay.
So this is where the blue ring purchase is gonna hurt Shatty. Mako's gonna find that bow, and he's got 255 arrows to fire, and Shatty's got 23.
I don't know if Shatty has... I don't think Shatty picked up all 3 of the large secrets.
If so, then that'll be good for him.
I only saw 2 on his side. I did see 3 on Mako's side, though.
Yeah, Shatty definitely picked up the one at the waterfall, and he definitely picked up the one in the northeast.
Yeah.
I don't remember where the other one was, so he may not have picked that one up. And you know.
Oh, you know what? He did. He picked... It was in Deadwood.
Oh yeah. Okay, so.
I think it was a vanilla large secret spot.
Yeah.
No, that was a bomb shop. I could be wrong. I think Shatty's gonna go into 4 here.
Totally makes sense. A little bit wrong ordered, and if this is anything important, it is just to take any. Mako's going to pick up the potion. I don't know if we've seen the letter yet, so this is a, if you're not I like potions. I really like potions. I prefer buying my potions, but sometimes the game says, no, we're not going to give you a letter, so just take what you can.
I think Mocco already picked up arrows.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he bought arrows like very early because he got an early large secret.
Yep, we picked up. Yeah, because he went in and got like 2 bomb packs and an arrow pack, and even if he hadn't, there's an arrow shop right here.
It's gonna be very happy to see
sad.
that bow.
Yeah, this is just a little sad for Shatty, just because he just was up West Death Mountain, and that power bracelet spot, which he may never check, and if he doesn't ever check it, it's just a take any. But it's one of those things that could weigh on his mind. And if he does go check it, it's extra time to go back and get it.
If Shatty runs into money issues this seed because of that blue ring purchase, he's never purchasing a blue ring again.
Yeah, it's funny because part of that I was in that conversation, and like I went out of my way to wean myself off of always purchasing the blue ring, because I was going to do the SG Live in-person tournament and on second quest money. Good luck purchasing the blue ring. So I very much weaned myself off of it, and it was like, oh my god, I have all this money now. And now when I pick it up, I don't know how to play with it anymore, because it's like if you're gonna pick it up, you want to make it go faster, right? But then you die because you're playing like a red ring, and that doesn't work. And then so you play like it's not if you play like it's a no ring. Now you're in the situation where I now spent all this money, I'm not going any faster. So. But
So,
yeah,
like,
I would never
with all
actually
these,
criticize it, though. If you feel like you need a blue ring, by all means buy one. Just you might have to deal with the consequences of money.
So because like the keys and ropes and everything rolled up, right? That means all the nasty enemies rolled down, right? I mean
that's how that works, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the red Garee rolled down. We got at least one of them. And Shatty gonna see the ladder block. Yeah, so it's starting to look like... I mean, Mako's going to probably check some of these power bracelet spots, because we've only seen the ones up here. And yeah, Shatty as well, now that he has it. But...
Oh.
Yep, there's the ladder block for Shatty. And unfortunately, if something drops in this room, it's going to spawn outside the T. So there's really no... I mean, you can clear it to find out that, hey, maybe my Triforce is here, and I just have to come back and clip. And... And it is. It's right there. But we can't clip to it without a ladder.
And that is what we call the commentator's curse.
Sorry, guys. Alright, so we're going to see these power bracelet spots, these runners, hoping to find level 1 at this point. Maybe level 5. If not, we're going to have to go into 6 or 7 and dig out those items. Maybe level 8. Level 8 wouldn't be an awful thing to fire right now, especially if it has a nice enemy set. Because when you have a really bad enemy set on the overworld, and you have a really bad enemy set in one of the dungeons, it means the other dungeons are going to have good enemy sets.
That's how that works, right?
I mean, most of the time, until they start throwing landmos and patchers at you.
Now those are the good enemy sets right there. For us, at least.
Yep.
As the runner, no. I'm running.
Oh, that's feels bad.
Thankfully right by start, though.
Yeah, it's not too far. He's just trying to get to the fairy fountain. In this overworld, I don't blame him for wanting to get that refill before heading to wherever he's headed.
35 minutes, no Triforce right now.
Yeah.
Gotta wonder what's going on.
Oh my god,
in
I
both
would
of
not
their
feel
heads
good.
right now.
We have a ladder block Triforce confirmed. We have a recorder block Triforce confirmed. We have awful combat in 2 levels. Yeah, not feeling good right now.
I think like, because we've seen quite a bit of this overworld already. I think it's a matter of like, I think one of the runners has to go into like either level 7 or level 6 maybe.
Yep. It could be both. Like one of them could have the ladder, and one of them could have the bow. Not the bow. I mean the bow as well. But I'm just thinking of the. Well, no, we have the bow. The recorder. That's the thing that's blocking us in that dungeon.
I would like to see the raft.
I mean, at this point, it could be hiding a dungeon. Me, I'd just anything that opens up spots in the overworld, really. But yeah, these runners desperately hoping to find something better. Shatty's now going to go back into level 6. Kudos to Shatty for not pirouetting that door with the any key.
I've never done that before.
Never, ever, ever. Oh, wait. Mocco, this was a Triforce right here on this patcher. Mocco has that Triforce.
But no item.
But no item. So, we do have a Triforce, and Shatty's going to get one shortly. Hopefully he remembers to save the patcher kill as well.
Don't stand in the middle. Don't do it. Don't stand in the middle, Shatty.
Oh, okay. No, no, no!
Okay, he knows. Alright, he knows better.
Oh, gosh.
Nice sync here. Both players having the same idea. You know what? I don't know where to go here. I'm gonna go dive level 6.
Shatty also not pirouetting the door. Good job. And yeah, as I thought, we have the Gria, we have got the Gibdos, we have the Wizrobes. You know, if they could just limit it to just the red ones and the blue ones can just stay away, that'd be okay. That'd be fine. Let's see if our blue Gria could be health droppers like they're supposed to be. I feel like they're not as good as some of the other health droppers, but Mocco does get a fairy off of one of them. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Mocco also showcasing what it is to be a pay-to-win player with the amount of money he has.
Just unfortunately, just a transport. Chooses not to take it. I'm gonna go back in and take it now.
Looks like Shatty's gonna do the same thing.
Yeah,
this block here and be like, all right,
yep,
you know what?
Because your other choice is find the bomb hole.
Yeah, like you've already seen the a ladder block with a Patra in it. So like at this point, it's like, do I take this staircase? I think I do.
Well, we don't need that compass. I got excited for a second, but wait a minute. We have the Triforce. We know where it was. And unfortunately, no map. We don't know whether we're looking for a stair item or a floor item. Which means we gotta kill a lot more of these rooms. I do like how the mix shuffle, not mix shuffle, the intra dungeon they call it.
Have you seen the Triforce?
does make it so it's not, a foregone, okay, just look for staircases.
I think we may have found our item room.
Yeah, you clear a 2-block room when you're looking for a potential push. And Shatty's, yeah, they're in this.
Oh.
Nope.
Definitely
Game says
not what you
no.
want to see.
Shatty in the same room. Gonna be very disappointed as well.
Big clear difference in like the amount of rupees still left over after this dungeon.
Yep. Mocco with 100 more. Now, to be fair, he might use them all too, because that's your best offense right now. And we might have neither runner with any money. Which I suppose could be advantage Shatty with the blue ring. I guess it depends on where the red ring is.
Keeps having those kinds of shots, he might run out of money too.
Exactly. Oh my god. Well, this is a room that you clear when the game tells you have to. Mocco has that potion ready just in case. Oh, no, he's just gonna leave the room and use it.
Yeah, he was 1.5 heart. Walking in there was just gonna be just insta-KO.
Oh my god. Funny thing is, I might not have used the potion, not because I think I can get around them, but because sometimes I'll not use a potion because I'll think that I will use it and still die. So it's like, let's try and get around it, and then we'll try again later. But we do have a stair. Oh, it's just the heart. Wait, yeah, no, it's just the heart. They're in the same stair. Just Shatty doesn't have the map yet. Where did that map come from? That's a small
It's the floor drop on in this room.
Oh god, that's funny.
Shatty's gonna
okay, no.
Shatty's gonna definitely clear
He's
this.
gonna clear it. Because this could have been the item. It's not, but it could have been.
I think things that we don't want to see for our runners, that blue Wizrobe room is being our drop.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the recorder.
Well, we're getting to 3 now. And they're getting it at basically the same time. Actually, this is exactly the same time because Shatty needs to go back in and grab this Triforce, and Mocco's already done that, so I think I would take that straight to level 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Your options here are to check all, 11 recorder spots?
11
9?
recorder spots.
Yeah, so it's to check all those, or you go into 3. So I mean, either is a good option. You are missing, what, 3 dungeons right now?
Yep.
So I definitely think like the better play here would be to check the recorder spots. Because you could find level 1 and just get Omega paid.
Yeah, I like going to level 3 first, although like I think Mocco might just be doing the more east side recorder spots, kind of on his way there, but not pathing directly there. Looks like Shatty's gonna go directly there, because eventually you want to do both. Because 3 is one of those dungeons. It's a small dungeon. You want to do it much more so than you want to go into a level 7, for instance. So either way, I think
this 3 small though. It's got a lot of room.
Yeah, for a 3, this is pretty big, and given how small that 6 was for a 6, I'm not sure I'm that surprised.
We are back to being in sync with our runners here. This is great.
Have you played the new dungeon size shuffle where it doesn't graduate 1 small 6 largest and just still on the same grid yet?
I have not played it personally. I've watched.
Okay, well, not to give spoilers, and I'm not going to give spoilers, but the Seed of the Week, shout out to Homer J. Smash for continuing to do a great job with the Seed of the Week. Really, the flags shined in the Seed of the Week this week. I'll leave it at that.
Where's the ladder?
Oh,
nice.
wait. Oh, yay, ladder.
Floor dropping 3.
Do you think we can get a Triforce out of 4?
So we had a recorder on the floor in 6 that leads to a ladder block, or a recorder block 3 with the ladder. That's
pretty spicy.
Yeah. I'm kind of liking where this rando's going. Yeah, like circling back on the new flags. I've definitely watched Fred run a seed that had like a 36 room level 1. And I'm
Sounds
like,
awful.
I was like, this looks great from the sideline.
Yeah.
I'm really, really liking the just how in sync our runners are here.
Yeah.
Like the same pathway through this dungeon.
Yeah, Mocco just needs to get that compass to find out where Shatty's gonna get the Triforce just a little bit ahead, which makes sense because Mocco did the extra overroll check, so Shatty will have to do those overroll checks. Well, yeah, because you still rather find level 1 under the recorder than go back into level 7. Now that you've done level 6, it would be nice to be able to skip level 7. We'll see if the game will let us.
But did you skip level 7 with knowledge that like most of the overworld is already cleared and all you have is recorder spots left?
I try. I mean, if it was a better enemy set, I would be more apt to want to do level 7. I want to find level 1 and level 8 maybe as well. Alright, Shaddy's gonna do the East Forest recorder checks. Gets a small secret. Looks like Mocco's headed that way as well. So that's some extra arrow ammo for both runners. I imagine Shatty will then route up and do the desert spots that Mocco's already done. And if I were Mocco, I'd probably just go back to start and green scroll over to the grave spots.
That lever was just bullying Mocco there.
Lever, when you don't have a sword yet, levers are like one of the worst enemies because they just spawn right on top of you.
Oh, yeah. Love to point out here, when we went into level 6, Mocco had over 200 rupees.
Yep.
And now he's down to 88.
88. Still has more than Shatty. Yes, and that's why Mocco didn't buy the blue ring. Shatty made it work. Maybe he was able to do a little more sword combat because of the blue ring. But yeah.
Shatty also has the knowledge of where Force Triforce is already. Yep. Whereas Mocco didn't, opted to not clear that room and just left the dungeon.
Yeah, he might choose to go past the Gliok instead of going into the tea room. Which, he might, go right and get it anyway. The game will never make you clip, but it's just because the tea room isn't officially a ladder block doesn't mean you can't have a room right next to it that is officially a ladder block, and that's what we saw in level 4. And Shatty checking the ladder spot. Oh, hi, level 5.
Level 5 in the Deadwood recorder spot.
And let's hope there's a map here, because otherwise it's find the bomb hole time again. Nope. Can we go the other way? We can go the other way. Okay.
Just nothing in there.
Just waiting for those hands to appear, and they just don't want to. Mocco's gonna see if he can pirouette this door open.
She's like, here, have this NSU. That's it.
Alright, we have 3 walls we can bomb. 4 walls we can bomb. Or should we have 8 bombs? Let's see if we can get this right. No, not the first one. Mocco's gonna try and bomb up in the other L column, in the right L column. It's a little inefficient, but I get it. It's, these dungeons have been the ones that haven't been segmented, and this one looks like it might be segmented, have been very vertical. So bombing up makes more sense than bombing right and left.
Ooh, Shatty's back in level 2, and Vire's rolled down as well.
Oh, that's a nice roll down. That means we can get bombs off the Vires. We had a seed the other day, last week, where The only bomb droppers in level 9 were Vires, but they rolled up, so there were effectively no bomb droppers. And I don't know that Shatty wanted to pick that up. I imagine he'll go back and look for the item.
Yeah, I think you like tried to like walk above it and realized you can't walk above it on that tile.
Yeah, I think you need to clip to get around that.
Yep. Potential staircase here on Mocco's side for level 5. Now is this
what do we got?
triple segmented 5?
Yeah,
It
yeah, we got segments.
Oops, all segments. Wait, potential another staircase?
I mean, it could just be the one from below.
Oh, I love those. Those are the greatest.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
Oh, those are the greatest staircases. Let's go. 10-second walk of shame.
Oh, looks like Shatty got a wand in 2, so that's a nice combat upgrade. The wand's probably my favorite item. It's just, except against Wizrobes, you can just, you get your added offense against the Dark Nuts. You do the double tap and just being able to fire away, at the Lionels and the Guria and Moblins, etc. Just.
Shatty opting in to go back into 4 to pick up that Triforce that he knows is there.
Yep, like it.
Yeah, good play here.
It's also going to save him money, because he's not going to have arrows as his only offense anymore.
Yep. This is... I think we've seen like 5 or 6 like push block potential rooms in 5.
Yep.
And none of them have been push blocks. This is one of those situations where you're like, where is my map?
See, there's the bomb upgrade Mocco is supposed to be able to afford without the blue ring. But hey, we get a sword.
Nice.
It's
Betting
not
on the
progression,
4.
but we love an extra. We love getting the sword. So is 1 raft blocked at this point? I mean, we have like what, 3, maybe 2 or 3 recorder spots left, and none of them have to open.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the map.
Oh, please, please be triple
God.
segmented.
Just 2 segments.
Just 2.
Which means this
Close.
could be it. It's like Shatty taking. I believe that's the take it. Yeah, that's the take any that Mocco took as a potion as well, so that they're even up. Except that Mocco used one of his potions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like there was a drop on that floor, so no push.
I don't think like we know that the staircase item is a heart container, so I think he just opted to.
Oh, okay, missed that. Oh wait, no, right. We just got the white sword, so yeah. Although sometimes I'll pick up a heart container in a stair because I'm at half a heart and about to die. Alright, we got the Triforce.
I don't blame what Mocco just did there. Like, he was standing like 30 feet away from that piece.
Yeah, no,
At half a heart. Yeah, I don't blame him
Fire
at
away.
all.
Fire those arrows away.
We have another recorder spot here. And it's level 8.
Now, Shatty hasn't seen 5 yet. Hasn't seen 1 yet. Neither one of her runners have seen 1 yet.
Shatty just said, nah, bye.
No, not doing it. I would go into 8 before I'd go into 7, at least see what the enemy set is.
Even Mocco said the same thing. Okay.
I think Mocco might be heading up to level 2 and level 4 to finish those out. Shatty's about to find this level 5. I imagine he will dig that.
So I think we've seen all the recorder spots. So that means
I think East Death Mountain's recorder spot is the only one left, which, I think maybe has something.
no, I think Shatty checked that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When he went back up for 2. So that means, does that mean that the raft spot is level 1?
I think it does. Spicy.
Oh, you'd love to see it.
Well, level 1 needs to have silvers at this point to need it, though.
Shatty's gonna have a good time in this dungeon with that wand.
Oh yeah, that wand. Well, especially fires going down to a wand shot is just a beautiful thing. Never happens when I play.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Alright, Mako's gonna find that there's nothing here. Imagine we'll go back to 2, go back to 4. Hopefully he has a, you know, maybe he might have a quicker 2 if he can manage to not get Y-forced out of that level 2 Triforce. And then he might have a slower 4 because he doesn't know where the Triforce is, where Shatty did.
I wonder if Shatty's gonna pick up on this second connector staircase and be like, Okay, I think he picked up on it, that it was gonna just bring him right down one room.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll often check just to be sure. But, yeah. In this case, you know, he had to be highly suspicious. And Mako's just gonna take the Triforce because he's got no health. Get that refill.
Shatty's making his way over. He's gonna be picking up his white sword that is free on the ground in this room here.
Yeah, Shatty trying to pick up that bomb upgrade. Not gonna be able to. He knows he's not gonna be able to, but he's also the same person I've seen go for magic sword on like 5 hearts. Just in case the game bugged.
Look, the effort is there.
Yep.
Like, you gotta give him, like, credit.
Yep, absolutely. And I believe that was the Triforce room that Shatty just left.
Yep.
But hey, he gets to see the map. That's always fun. And there's the wand for Mocco, so he's gonna be out of here.
Shatty is also about to get Triforce in 5 here.
And we're out. Both runners out of their respective dungeons. So Shatty has a tiny little bit of a lead. We'll see if he chooses, like at this point, you gotta dive either 7 or 8. If you get the raft out of 8, I gotta think you would look for 1. Or if you got the raft out of 7, I gotta believe you'd look for 1. That said, if you choose the dungeon that doesn't have the raft, chances are we're never seeing 1. Or at least that runner is never seeing 1.
Looks like Mocco is going to take that Gliok room.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like, this could have been the Triforce. He didn't want to do it earlier, didn't have nearly as good combat. If he didn't have the ending key, that key would be nice for his trouble. But this is going to force him back into the tea room. Because fortunately, you can't go up through the gold man. Which means he's going to clear and he's going to get his Triforce. So this wasn't too much slower than what Shatty did. Actually, it probably evens out because Shatty took the extra time to kill it in the first place. But yeah, still Shatty just a little bit ahead, already going into 8, whereas Mocco is probably going to up A and go into 8.
Early floor drop in 8 is really nice to see.
Yep.
You're hoping it's an item and not a heart container, but unfortunately it was the heart container.
But you know, but you're right. Even if it's the heart container, now we just have to clear floor for compass, map, Triforce. And, you know, once we have those things, we just look for stairs. And Shatty's gonna see if he can get around that patch. I'd probably just go ahead and, with Wand and White Sword, you can kill those things pretty fast. But it looks like we do have another direction we can go, and that room will not drop. So yeah, this is probably the better move from Shatty. Right into another patch.
Right into another patch.
Well, let's see if we can go around him too. Now that H room will never drop, so we don't have to kill it for that. We'd have to kill it for the shutter door. There's the Triforce.
Almost got Y-forced.
I mean, man, you could take that Triforce, go get the Triad at level 7, and look for silvers and 9. Like, that is an option.
Play.
I don't know. I mean, you've got an item, and you got 2 items in 8, an item in 7, 2 items in 9, 2 items in 1. You have no book, so you don't get the book hints. Although we did have a seed the other day where all 3 hints in level 9 did get eaten up by muggers. That's always fun. And by fun, I mean very much not.
I'm starting to question if we have both of the racers, like, are different racers here, because, like, we've been, like, pretty much in sync for, like, the last, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like they're making plays that make sense, so, you know, there's been a few places where they've kind of switched places. I mean, I know they're not on a call, but, like, in a co-op, that's kind of how you would play, so... To answer chat, no, there are 3 extra, when the extra muggers flag is turned on, there are 3 muggers. Quest 2 has, natively has 3 muggers, 2 and 7 and 1 and 3. When we have, Quest 2 dungeons on, those dungeons will always have those muggers, and you can add extra ones beyond that. In fact, last year, when we had the mixed quest on, you could have up to 5 muggers in a seed, if second quest back half rolled and, you know, and you found all 3 of the other muggers. Thankfully, that's not the case this time.
I feel like this tournament, every room is a mugger.
I know, right? And Mako seeing that same patch, he's just gonna up bacon out of there. Oh, there's, yeah, you want that?
There's our book.
There's a book.
That's really nice
hints.
to have.
We know where hints are. We know where hints are.
See, like, at that point, now that we have the book, now it's a question of, do I grab Triforce, rush 9, and get the hint for silvers?
I would grab the Triforce and go buy the hints. And see if they can eliminate what's in 7, if they can eliminate what's in 8, if they can eliminate what's in 1. Or, you know, every once in a while, you just get, you know, Gliok returns with the silvers, and you know exactly where to go.
I think,
unless you're Bogey, he just reads it for the articles.
I think yesterday's TTP, one of the hints was sail over the water to get the silvers.
Yep, I played that race.
And I was like, wait, I was like, so does that mean that it's a dungeon that's raft blocked? And then I later found out that 9 was on the coast and it was behind the raft block.
Yeah, I actually had all my dungeons but 9 at that point, so I'm like, oh, okay, so I gotcha. The 9 is a raft blocked. Okay, I need to find a raft. Mako finding the book as well.
I instead of going and doing like level 9, I went to the other raft spot to check just to make sure.
That's fair. Actually, I think I also had. I might have. No, I didn't have that. There was I'm seed bleeding. There was another seed where I think level 9 was it was at level 4 and it was, you know, on a lake as an entrance to death or something like that. Play 2 Macy's, watch 2 Macy's. They all blend together after a while.
Mako opting to grab the Triforce and leaving 8.
Well, this is a big moment because this could be the item for Shatty, the other item. Oh, or it could be the transport. Yeah, so Mako's gonna save. See, how much money does he have? Yeah, this is gonna take some finagling to get all the hints, but I think it's worth it if you can eliminate something. And this might be... I do this too sometimes, where I'm like, I'm about to go buy hints, and I'm like, oh, wait, did I actually save? I'm gonna save again, just in case.
I mean, isn't that
how you don't want to lose that progress?
Like, you have to make sure you saved, like, at least 3 different times.
Yep. Oh, he had a secret left. Nice. Okay, that gets him a little extra money. He must have found that when he was at 255, because he was like at 250, or he was like in the high 200s at least.
Not sure how I feel about this mapless level 8 here.
Oh, it's terrible. Okay, where are these? Okay, they're up here. I thought one of the hint shops was near their start spot. And just the heart.
Coast heart and 8.
Oh, he can only afford 2 of these.
Play a melody to obtain the book.
Of course, the obligatory book hint. Alright, okay, Mako now knows he doesn't have to go back into 8, so here comes the reset. So that's a really big find for Mocco. And he used about the same amount of time Shatty did finding the heart, so same information. Unfortunately, because he saved before he grabbed the extra secret, he's gonna have to grab that money. Okay, so what he's gonna do... Okay, this is interesting. He's gonna go back into 7. The raft, at this point, unless we missed an overworld spot, and I don't think we did, the raft is in 7.
Yeah, I don't think we missed.
I don't think we did either. But I just like to cover the bases, you know? So both our runners are going to be in level 7 at the same time.
Like they've been at all seasons.
I know, right? And I swear, if this were co-op, one of them would go stay in 8 and the other one would buy the hits. You know?
Like at this point, it's like, are they in the same household? Like, what's going on here?
Honestly, I think it's just 2 smart players making smart plays in the end. It just, you know, it's funny to speculate. Hey, look, a map!
Oh,
a map!
That looks, wait. That looks like 2 vanilla level 7s. Like,
I know, oh my god.
One upright and the other one upside down. That's terrifying.
So, one of the things I mean, we'll just have to get the team onto this, because we do have people that have been looking up this stuff, but, I feel like the 9s are rolling really small. You know, like 40 to 48 rooms. And with this size of 7, and realizing that we also have to have 8, somewhere in between 7 and 9 in terms of size, yeah, I feel like we're gonna have another small 9.
Yeah, 8 looked like, it felt like it was a very large dungeon.
Yes, it really did. So now here's a question. If you find the raft early, do you bail and go to find 1?
At this point in the game, I think at that, like, you have to feel like, if my opponent went in here early and found the raft, I'm doomed. So, like, you have to start making, like, gambles. So, like, I feel like one of our runners here is going to grab the Triforce out of here, go to 9, and the other is going to go look for level 1.
Oh, that's spicy. Oh. Push block for Mocco. What do we got? We got a transport. Shatty about to find that push block as well. Nice bomb pack sitting there on the floor.
Yeah, we know that level 7 had the heart container in the staircase, so we're looking for a floor drop raft here.
Always fun. Yeah, Mocco's I don't think he's going to be able... Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and walk out of there, but... Was there something in... Oh, okay. This is really smart from Mocco. He's resetting the room so that he can still get the bomb drop from the Dodongo. And of course we have Wizrobes in this dungeon, because why wouldn't we have Wizrobes in a dungeon that we have to do? Because we either have to do it to get the Triforce, or we have to do it to get the raft.
So, are we taking bets on the raft being the floor drop there?
Sure could. You know, at this point, Mocco's in the Triforce room. I think I'm gambling on 9. Yeah, check out a few extra rooms. This makes sense. And Shatty's like, also gonna...
He could clear that. He could clear that. He has.
I mean, they both could clear it. Just, do you want to? You don't want to, but like, oh hey, maybe he'll tell us something. Oh yeah, thanks, dude. We knew that. All right, Mocco's gonna grab the Triforce.
Mocco's going to 9. It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, he could go back in, but you know, at this point, it's 50-50. I don't think either one is necessarily a gamble. Like, it's, you just pick one. One of them's gonna be right, one of them's gonna be wrong. And frankly, as I always say, you lose more time looking outside a 9 if you're wrong than looking inside a 9. But damn, it would be really nice to be able to do a small one instead. Alright, so chat asking what's 50-50. So there are 2 items in 1 that we don't know, and there are 2 items in 9 we don't know. And one of them is going to have the silvers. So 50-50 that the silvers are in 9 versus 1. And, you know, we've got the book, so we could get it very early. The silvers are elsewhere, or are in, you know, whatever quadrant. Also, Moblins, much easier to deal with than Wizrobes in level 7.
So we have a 110 flat entry for Mocco.
Not the hint Mocco wanted, but a good hint. Telling us where Ganon is in the northeast. I would avoid the northeast. Don't have to up-A out of here. And Mocco smartly leaving that bomb pack on the floor so he can use it later. Or just gonna grab it after he bombs the 2 walls. Also a good play.
Shatty taking a look at his map and the pause menu and just probably like, you know what? I think it's time to go.
Yeah. Yeah, Mocco just didn't, you know, he thought about popping the potion there, and I don't blame him for not. I think the bomb went off before he died, so I don't think it, you know, because sometimes if you die as you lay the bomb like that, it won't go off in time for you to see whether it's a bomb hole or not. I don't think that happened. Not 100% sure.
Shatty opting to grab that Triforce from 7. It looks like he's also going into 9.
Yeah.
I think it's a good play, just because of like how this like. Oh no, he's going back in.
Going back in.
All right, well I take it back.
I mean, one of these is going to be a good play, right? We just don't know which one. I mean, and to be fair, they're both. I mean, yeah, whichever one works, you know, one of them's gonna be right, one of them's gonna be wrong, and there really isn't a good or bad play here.
No. Oh, that is the hint Mocco needed.
The hint!
That is the hint Mocco needed right there.
That is the hint. And that's the power of the book. Like, the difference between... And we hear a roar of Ganon. This could be it right here. They're both in the northeast.
This could be it. Oh. And we've already seen the bait lock. It's in 7.
Yep. How weird is it to go into 9 without ever even seeing level 1?
That's definitely not something you see normally.
No. Alright, Mocco has now heard Ganon from 2 sides, so he should have that narrowed down to exactly where he is. He's going to take this transport just in case it goes someplace useful. And yeah, bomb through Ganon's room to get the silvers is a thing that can happen.
Shatty clearing out that 8 Wizrobe room and getting nothing. Oh,
I feel so bad.
There's another 8 Wizrobe room that he's gonna clear out, it looks like.
And
there's
the
the wrong item to see. So that means any key and red ring in 1.
Oh, so 1 has really nice items.
Or not any key, I'm sorry. Red ring and a red candle.
Okay. 1 has 1 really nice item. To be fair, the red candle I think is an underrated item. It is a little more powerful when you're in a second quest enemy set because, you know, being able to candle boost through red bubbles is a wonderful thing. But at this point, we've got wand, we got bow, we got all the things we need. The red candle isn't really going to help us out.
There's the raft. Oh no. Shatty, don't follow the crumbs. Looks like Shatty's gonna follow these crumbs.
Dang, a nap would be nice in this level 9. You know, in that room that Mocco was just in, you know, it's like you see a room that could push, and then you see the shutter door, and then your heart kind of sinks.
Oh, and then level 1 is on the other side.
Oh, no. Does get a little money for his trouble. Mocco's gonna try and bomb out of Ganon's room. And is able to. Oh, is this gonna be... Oh, this is the silvers right here, I bet.
Oh.
Or not. He was ready for that to be silvers, just like we were. Okay, I don't know that we've seen the room to the left here, so I would imagine you clear this room to try and check that. He must have gotten sucked into that wall, because, you know, bomb holes will do that. This, yeah. Okay, one bomb. What did we...
Oh, is it Zelda right up there?
He didn't kill the last moblins. I don't know how you tell.
I'm really hoping Shatty finds early items in this dungeon. This is a pretty decently sized one.
Yeah, and it's very, very linear. He's not gonna have to drive. You know, if the Triforce is super close to the last item you pick up, I would probably just grab it and get the health refill. If on the other hand, let's say this right here is let's say these two rooms, this one with the Goma and the one to the right, are your items, and the Triforce is way up at the top of the E. Yeah, no, you're not doing that.
Nice mugger room at 9.
Yeah,
There's your red candle.
I don't love giving up the heart there. You have enough money to pay the money, and still have, you know, 47, 48 arrows, you know, whatever it would have been. The 9th heart is significant because if you have full health going in, and Shatty gets a mugger too, but this will almost certainly bomb. That gets you that 2 full Ganon hits if you go in with full health, as opposed to just 1 before you're dead.
This level 9 is giving Mocco the business, though.
It really is. Yeah, if Shatty can get out of here with that red ring soon enough, and he'll not only have that defensive advantage, he already has the blue ring defensive advantage. The red ring would just make it even more so. He still has a shot at this. Like, this is not over yet.
Yeah, it just depends on where this red ring is.
I mean, that's what I love about Z1R, is that you're not true Go mode, where you're literally not looking for anything until you know where Ganon and Zelda and the silvers are.
There it
You have
is.
all the things to kill Ganon, and you've found both of them.
Alright. This is still a race. Shatty is heading into 9 now. He knows silvers are there. He just needs to find that hint to where silvers are.
Alright, so we're back in this stair room. There's one moblin left. Okay, Mocco wanted to bomb up. He must have been in that room to the left before.
Uh-oh.
Alright, this pushes. This has got to be it.
Uh-oh. There it
There
is.
they are. There it is. Silver arrows in 9. As we knew. But Mocco's got he's got 1 potion. He's got to get a quick stun lock. This is one of the most difficult rooms to fight Ganon in. It's my second least favorite. I'll take the circle mode over the double river any day. And
we have confirmation that that's Zelda.
Oh, Shatty with the compass.
Yeah, that's a good play from Mocco right there.
Yeah, use it.
Missed the stun lock, just potion immediately.
Right, 8 shots with this white sword. Got a stun lock.
And that's it. We have a 119.08 Ganon kill. And Mocco is going to be walking up 1 room into the left, and he will take this and move on to the 2-1 bracket. But to get your GGs in chat.
What a race. What an amazing race.
That was such a good race.
Yeah, and Shatty's not gonna finish this out.
I don't blame him.
No, not at all. Yeah, what a great race between two great competitors, two great people. And just ended up Shatty grabbing that raft, going into 1, Mocco going straight into 9. Yeah, and we have both of them in our voice call. GG's guys.
GG's.
That was an amazing race.
Yo, GG's.
I'd like to point out that y'all were in sync pretty much the entire race, like neck and neck, touching like every room y'all went through. It was the same path.
Yep. There were a couple times where one of you did one dungeon, then you switched. At times, it almost looked like you were playing co-op.
I'm not Slamoo, so no, can't be.
But I mean, at the end, it just came down to you're both smart players and you were making smart plays. I mean, who would have thought that the thing to do would be to go dig out a raft in 7 so you can get nice things in 1, but yeah, I mean, Mocco, you never even saw that one. By the time, yeah. By the time you were both in 7, you both grabbed the Triforce. We thought you were both going to go to 9. At least as much because that 7 was just awful as anything else. But Shatty decided to get the raft and check out 1, and it was 50-50, and Mocco, you were the one that got it right, and Shatty, you were the one that got it wrong, and in the end, that was the biggest difference.
I mean, you play that 10 times, and I bet I do what Shatty did, and he does what I do. Like, you just don't know.
Yep.
That was, and honestly, you guys were watching. I was digging extra in 8. I was digging out extra in 7. But when I got close to the Triforce and saw that room with all those blue Wizrobes, I'm like, you know what? The game. All right, guys. The Wizrobes, you're gonna beat me. I'm not doing it, and this is your Shatty for the taking, and I just did not want to deal with those guys.
Bogey actually put 5 gift subs on that room. He's like, if that's the raft, 5 gift subs right now.
Yeah, that's it. I'm done. Yeah, I go home a winner in my mind by not doing that room. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, it was terrible, terrible.
Yeah, like just watching both of y'all like go through like these dungeons and just like making the decisions y'all are making. Like we're both in here. Like you have to wonder like what your opponent's thinking. Like, oh my goodness, if they go and found the raft in 7 early, oh my goodness, find level 1. And what if
the ring was in 1? Ring was in 1, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was ring red candle. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
So what was really interesting is the decision in 8. Where do you get the book, you see the Triforce, you have 1 more item outstanding, and Shatty, you stayed in 8 and dug the heart out. Mocco, you decided to take the book and get some hints, and you both found out the second item in 8 was the heart, and it took you about the same time to make that decision, and then you're back in 7 at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely recommend
there.
watching this back. Like you're gonna be like, whoa, am I watching the same runner twice? Like,
well, it goes to show. I mean, the wheels spun 2 guys that I learned this game by watching. Shatty being one of them. All those late night races, and heck of a player. And yeah, so I'm not surprised if we were syncing up. I learned a lot by watching him. So.
Yeah, like just watching y'all go through 3, y'all both went immediately left, found the ladder, and then went north.
Yeah. That's another one of those coin flips, right? I mean, don't know.
But no, this is such a good race. Even the same amount of deaths from both of our runners.
Yep.
I think 2 Lamolas and that stupid light on the overworld going to the Armos item.
Yeah, you both died to a Lionel going to the Armos item.
That's really funny. That was so disappointing to start off that way.
It did put me in the right direction then, because I got my sword. I would have still been over there. I had Bomb's candle and was ready to just start cleaning up over there. But yeah, that helped out. That set me back in the right direction and headed to Death Armos and got the sword.
And even with Shatty, you going into 1 and getting the stuff. I mean, it still was a race because when Shatty, you got back into 9, you had the red ring. You just kind of go a little bit faster and just be a little less careful. Mocco, I think you had 1 potion. You gave up the heart in the mugger room, so you're down to 8 hearts, so you can't even take a second Ganon hug. I mean, that had to be nerve-wracking, just trying to get through that fight.
And I know I've said it before that the circle moat is my least favorite, just from the way I like to handle him, and it just makes it hard. And I'm known to ladder clip myself and get gridded. So it was fine. I don't know. I'm assuming there was another path to the silvers other than the one I found.
You can logically be required to bomb through Ganon if that's what you're wondering.
Well, there was a room to the left, though, once I did get to the silvers room. So I don't know. There was no way I was taking that first transport that I found, which took me to V second row. You get let out with a blue Lamola. And I'm like, I can't die a third time to these guys. So I did not want to go back that way, but that was my next play. Like, I have no other way to get up here after getting the hint.
I mean, at least, I always say the book Wandfire is meant for those landmos, so at least you had that going for you. But yeah, I mean, Shatty, I mean, by the time you got into 9 before he finished. It could have happened for you, but we knew from the hint. And it's funny because it's I don't know what it's like for you guys, but watching this, you see that it's going to be the silvers to kill the beast, and it's like the first half of the line is always the same, and then it's like, is it going to say lies elsewhere, or is it going to give me a quadrant? And you're just waiting for that moment.
You're just like it's very, very like, oh, thank goodness, or oh.
I know, right? And yeah, the book doing good work for you guys. Well, I guess Mocco, you benefit a little bit more from it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it stopped me from going back to 8. Knew then Raft was in 7. I already knew 1 was Raft blocked, and it was just, again, the death forced me to an earlier wood sword, and the Wizrobes in 7 forced me to 9. It's that simple, Otherwise, if that's the lighter enemy set in there, I may still be in 7 looking for the Raft.
Yeah, and that's fair. Like I had the same thought process as you did, Mocco. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to get those, get the easy, because we've speculated had you found the Raft early, maybe you bail on the Triforce in 7 and you go to 1.
Correct. Yep. I mean, I had the the compass, but it was in a different area code from where I was.
Yeah, it was like 33 rooms away.
Terrible. But you both end up at that Triforce. Shatty, you made the decision to get the Raft and go to 1. Now, I've seen you play a lot, and I see you go to 9 a lot in those situations. What made you decide this time I'm going to go to 1 instead of go to 9?
Same as mine. We both, I think, knew exactly where it was, or we knew 50-50 where it was. Yeah. They're both easy to get to. I was clearing rooms on the way, hoping to find it. And I just felt at that point, I didn't have too many left. I missed it on the way, which is really unfortunate. It was kind of free, like, on the way. Sounds like Mocco missed it, too, which is kind of funny. Went down to, I don't know where you went down to, like, the bottom left corner, and then there was a stair. And that, like, kicked you, like, 1 room above it or something. But I would imagine, like,
almost the Raft?
Had to walk through the Raft room to get to the Triforce. I don't know how we both missed it.
Jeez. I came out and I thought there was I took that transport and
Did you? Out. Yeah, it was like
I didn't go down
rooms south.
Yeah, I didn't go down. There. Oh, jeez.
So if you just walked back instead of taking the stairs, I think you'd probably just run into Which is
Yeah,
very
and then you
funny.
can go to 1 and get a nice red ring, get your Triforce out of 1, and 9's easy peasy, right?
Just beside myself when I saw that red ring. So, well, let's watch the
I
race
know.
from.
You know, sometimes I love getting a red ring in most situations, but when I'm looking for progression, I'll say it on my stream, but it's not progression.
Yeah, definitely not. Well,
Alright.
them's the breaks. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Mocco, moving
good.
on to the 2-1 bracket. What are your thoughts going forward?
I think at this point, since we're going back to all the people I watched and learned from, I'll get well, I don't know actually who's in that bracket. I'll just say Bogey or let's see, who else did I watch a lot? Antlers. It'll be one of them. We're gonna keep it going. That the people I watched most, or Sis Crusher maybe. You know, that'll be it.
And Shatty, what are your thoughts moving into the 1 and 2 bracket?
Well, I think it stinks. It's all right. What are you gonna do? Everyone's so good now.
Granted, I've watched
These
your
two
races,
races
and
are
I've
so
seen
tough.
every single one of these races you've done have been just flat out garbage.
Really, that's a good point.
I'm happy I'm not 0-3. So how about that?
Is there a
There you go,
theme?
there you
Is
go.
Jess rolled all that trash?
I mean,
Just rolls all the seeds.
if you've ever participated in a TTPs and Jess rolls it, you have to wonder why she doesn't join them.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
know.
I've literally been at dinner with her because we live in the same city, and she'll bring out her phone and roll the TTP seed.
That's incredible.
I think that's in the running for meme of the year for 2025. It's the Jess roll.
There you go. Just roll at the restaurant.
The only other person that I just don't want to play seeds from is Yumi. Last time Yumi rolled a seed, it was like there were so many
Yumi,
blue dark nuts in the
That's
seed.
a new one.
Oh no, like I think first place was like an hour 30. There were so many blue dark nuts in that seed that I lost count. Like level 2 was like a straight, like the very top row was like 7 rooms long, and it was 5 blue dark nut rooms in a row.
Oh my god. That sounds terrible.
it was awful. But
All right.
GG's tonight. Both of y'all played a very, very awesome race. It was really good to commentate. I hope both of y'all watch it back and just watch like as y'all both were just like holding hands and frolicking through the seat together.
No doubt. Thanks, Ice and Tracy and Tabby on tracking, I'm guessing.
Yep, we got
Thanks to all
Tabby on the
you,
tracker.
SpeedGaming. Yeah, and GG's again to Mocco. Good luck, man. Hopefully we'll meet again.
Yeah, for sure. GG's, Shatty, and thanks, Ice and Tracy and Tabby. Especially big shout out to Ice, giving it that 4-second countdown before the race. That was really special. I wasn't being serious, and then Shatty added on. I'm like, oh, we're getting the 4 seconds. Yeah.
Oh no, both of y'all were like 4 seconds. I was like, all right, bet it's done.
Awesome.
Yeah, but thank you all. I appreciate it. And
Yeah.
yeah, good luck next round, Shatty.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep, thank you.
And good luck to both of you. All right, that's pretty much gonna do it for us. Tomorrow, there's too many races to call them all out. I don't know what all is getting restreamed, but the races start at 7 p.m. So do keep an eye out on your SpeedGaming schedule, at your Z1 Randomizer schedule for the races that'll end up over there. Looks like we have some good ones coming up, definitely tune in for those. But in the meantime, I want to shout out Tabby Orange again for doing the tracking. Trackers always are MVPs, doing a great job. And of course, Ice Blue. I was so excited when I saw your name next to mine on the commentary, and I had an absolute blast. I hope we get to do it again sometime.
Absolutely. I'll have to keep a lookout and see when the next time I'm able to do this, because this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And to all you out in chat, we'll see you at the next races tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Have a good one.